100 here for every 3 faction war. This is a capturing and purification plant and Orks versus Eldar. For the blue Orky team, we have Uncle WAAAGH as a Warboss, a melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. This is a Blood Axe's elite scheme, I think. Alongside here, Hammerhead as a Mekboy, to the point commander that fights range combat, great for capping and harassing with some powerful offense too. Can support, disrupt, build structures and repair. And he's ran into some sparkly Eldar already. Rounding off the blue Orky team is Adila as a Commando knob, infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins range combat with a twin-linked shooter. Red Eldar Kung Fu Panda is a Warlock, melee hero that can leap into combat with some powerful spells, giving him disruption, support and offense. Looks like the Warlock is on the east side against the Kommando. In the center we have Crog as a Farseer support commander that fights in melee combat with some powerful buffs, debuffs and control abilities too. What is this fancy scheme? Exarch? Looks like it is Exarch recolored, I think. And rounding off the teams here, VanguardVinci is a Warp Spider Exarch, to the point commander that fights trained combat, great for capping and harassing also, with some powerful control abilities. This is the same Han elite scheme. With the fancy furs, so Warp Spiders on the west side against the Warboss, with this contested victory point. Farseer and Mech happy to square off in the center for now, and it's Kommando versus Warlock kicking off on the east side. Lots of DAC. Banshees in a dicey position here. Are they going to get out of this? There's a destructor fired off. Banshees should be okay, that lead model far enough away, but they got pretty damn close there. And now with the Warlock in play, they should be able to see off the Orks. It's quite narrow on this side relatively, so stick bombers could be good over there, or maybe just the stick bombs that the Commander can get himself. Storm Boys maybe even. We see Rangers for Kung Fu Panda. VanguardVinci not getting a second Avenger squad out, going straight for the Shuriken on this west side to try and control this Warboss with suppression. And he's going for the enhanced custom shooter. Seen this a lot lately. Doing some good work. Shooting the crap out of stuff, as you do. Banshees all around. We'll see how they do with all this DAC. Don't see any of the central players going to the flanks just yet. Rangers are up over here. Sniper infantry. And lots of pew-pew on the node over here. Didn't quite get it down. And look at the damage from the Commando's twin-link shooter. Obliterating, what was that? Is that 1 or 2 Dire Avengers he took out? I think he took out 2 there. West side is blue and Orky. Shuriken has been spotted now. How are you going to respond, Uncle WAAAGH? He could just work on splitting and charging in maybe with Angry Bits. There's the War banners being set off for more Orkiness. Here we go. Banshee's in a bad place here. There is the enhanced custom shooter doing its thing. Shoot them good and they're going to go down here. Should have retreated as soon as that went off. He thinks it was an AoE stun. I think that's only because the model that is stunned died, so it stunned the other model. And it looked like it was AoE for a second. But I don't think it is. Should have retreated as soon as he saw it go off. Red team should be able to get this west side, you would think. Oh, here's the Mekboy though to screw up their plans by getting in there and meleeing that Shuriken cannon there. Farseer getting stuck in. Do you have any war gear? Spirit Stones is up, and we have Armor of Fortune. Slugger's lucky to get away. The melee units of both sides getting in some dicey situations here. Fortune on the Banshees, giving him a nice damage resistance buff. Able to get in here. Onto the looters. Now can bash some war banners. I assume you get red and XP and stuff for that. Now the Farseer has been shot up, and the red team have taken the contested VP. What is this? Oh, it's just a war banner. Mekboy can get turrets, but you rarely see them. Decent damage from those things, but they don't suppress, which is generally what you want your turrets for. But maybe on this west side late game, some turrets up would be good against all this light infantry. 459 to 457 on the VPs, pretty much evened up. Mekboy goes down. We have Storm Boys from Adila. Take advantage maybe of those relatively tight areas on the east side. Comes over to the west though to mix things up here. Jumps into a Shuriken and can't really approach now. Unless you can sneak in, Mr. Kommando. Looks like he doesn't want to try it. Got some stuff off the field there, though, for his allies. Oh! Farseer is revived. Does she get away, though? Does the Warp Spider get away? He does not. They might both go down here. Just forcing melee combat with absolutely everything. Trying to finish her off with WAAAGH and range damage. And she gets away. 433 to 457. Here come a whole bunch of Eldar. They're trying to exact some revenge. A really good war shout there on all that bunched up stuff. And they can chain it with another war shout from these ladies. Grenade goes in. Those sluggers in trouble. That's Ard Boys on them from the Warboss. Might have helped them get away there. Grenade goes in on nothing. Did these Banshees use their war shout? They must have used it. I didn't see it go off. I didn't notice it. Warlock gets away. That's a pretty crazy fight there. But the Orks are still in it. Kill one greenskin. There's loads more to take its place. Big shooters up here and the Nob leader. So those guys are really putting out some ranged piercing damage here. 426 to 457. Eldar brushed aside in the middle there, kind of. Even though they came in for a very good fight. War shouting a whole bunch of stuff. There were more Orks coming in behind. Rangers getting shots in. Try and keep that Warboss at bay. They'll do pretty good damage to him. What's going on east? Contested power here is red. Here are the Storm Boys. They have power melee weapons, which might help them chop down one of the heroes. But no real benefit for fighting regular infantry like all this Eldar stuff. Tier 2 for all the Eldar players. We look at this VanguardVinci with double shuriken as the front of his roster. Lost his Dire Avengers and his Banshees, but has recovered relatively well. In fact, the Rangers are capping right here. I hear Banshee shouting. It's on the east side. Shooter Boy is getting way too close to the action. Not sure what happened there. Maybe they were targeting something else in behind there. Storm Boy's got a decap, but that's it. Sluggers might pay for it with their lives. Trying to hide them with his global skill, and I think it's worked. Gives them a little bit of damage reduction from ranged weapons for being infiltrated there. And they got away. Tier 2 now for the Orks. I want to see some weird boys up. Falcons and Wraith Lords. And maybe Wraith Guard from the Eldar would be good. So we are seeing masses of ranged infantry like this, kind of blobbed up. Yeah, you have to defend against the Sluggers and the Warboss, but you had to do that anyway. 401, 457, 2-1 cap here for the Eldar. Falcon on the way for Kung Fu Panda. Shuriken doing some work, but it is in turn suppressed itself by the Shooter Boys. Great way for dealing with enemy setup teams or Orks. Just suppress them with aiming what's that and send your Sluggers in. And you can of course chain that together with multiple Shooter Boys. Banshee's getting stuck in again. Autark alongside them now, giving a nice damage buff, and there's a another player here helping out. Yes, it's Crog in the back there, and these are Crog's Banshees, hit by the stun bomb. Sort of Farseer is up to. She got into base turret range there. The game still hasn't really settled down as it often does in Tier 2 around the contested VP. With Krog all over the map. Hammerhead coming out of the center here. There's some looters, double shooters fully upgraded. And sluggers fully upgraded. There's the first Nob leader I've seen for sluggers. Here's one also for Uncle WAAAGH sluggers. Warboss's sluggers can be so scary with user choppers and Ard Boys. Orky generators here. And there's the Falcon. Will provide some nice support in the field, allowing Eldar stuff to reinforce around it. Can also jump inside to avoid something scary. This guy's just going right in, unloading the Warlock, who uses the Ethereal Slash and then dies. Not the smartest play by Kung Fu Panda, but I like the idea. That was a kind of Orky strategy there. Another Falcon, this time from Vanguard. And Uncle WAAAGH asking for help, as you need to do in a team game. don't suffer in silence. If you're overwhelmed, ask your teammates. That's what it's all about. Stormboy's there with a Knob Leader, could do some serious damage to these Sparkly Eldar. Jumping in. Going straight after the Falcon, are they? No. Here they are. The Knob Leader has a heavy melee weapon. Didn't think he got an attack off there, which is strange. Use your choppers on those sluggers. This is the Falcon of VanguardVinci, who's dropped in an Autarch somewhere. There she is. Does she get away? You'll often see these Autarchs dropped in, fight a little bit, and then die immediately as they try to retreat. But that one got away. And this is the Wraithlord of Krog, bringing out the big guns in tier 2, the Eldar team. A lot quicker than the Orks have. We have tank busters from Uncle War to combat the vehicles on the field. They might need some more. In fact, Hammerhead is getting some tank busters too. He's got his big shooter and battery pack. There's that Wraithlord weighing in on those Stormboys. Good way to protect your Falcon from Stormboys. Have a Wraithlord. Uh-oh. Speaking of protecting the Falcon, got a bit too close to some tank busters. It caught the tail end of that barrage and then took a volley. But it's okay. Stormboys are... they're still level 1. What about Adilas? They're also still level 1. Need to get those guys leveled up if they're going to survive these fights. Double Falcon from Kung Fu Panda. You might need some more tank busters, fellas. The looters here have a beamy death gun for Adila. Is that going to be enough alongside the Stormboy's heavy melee weapon? Maybe. The Kommando himself can get a very powerful anti-vehicle weapon, but that is in tier 3. We see the gravity blade from the Farseer. Missed those Stormboys there. The Wraithlord was enough to have them leave. Warp throw is up from the Warlock. And dealt with quite nicely there, the Orks. Hit by 2 players. I don't think they were expecting the Wraithlord in there. And now we might see a power bash. Meanwhile, west side, Uncle War trying to push through. Bomber Boy's going off. The Falcon still being a massive pain in the arse though. Keeping its distance now that it knows the tank busters are around. Stormboys pushed pretty well there and lived. That's what they're there for. Kill, push, get out. Bashing is going on. And some decapping going on. Kung Fu Panda having the wherewithal to go for that VP when he had the chance to. Beamy Death Gun got 1 shot on the Wraithlord. Big chunk of health coming off it. Well, there's that Psychic Storm. The Farseer is really packing a punch in combat here. Gravity Blade and Rune Armor. Psychic Storm gives her some nice options. And they're going to completely bash the power, I think. Blue team do have the west side back. It's Orky right now. But here's a Wraithlord from VanguardVinci. Tons of vehicles to deal with. And more tank busters from Uncle War. Trying to get volleys off and keep their distance at the same time. But here comes the Warlock to ruin that. But very nicely done by Uncle War. Getting the shoot 'em good on the Warlock. And down he goes. Wraithlord is pretty deep in here. The tank busters still in play. They are not. The Stormboys are there, but this guy does have melee resistance aura. Use your choppers there on the Stormboys, trying to get as much damage off as possible. Needs to back out those sluggers, I think. They're kind of just taking up space. The Knob Leader couldn't get in there to attack. But here's some more tank busters. Can they get a barrage? Might be too far away now. Is there something in this war truck? What is it doing? Might be just trying to path block it. The Beamy did get 1 shot off there, but not quite enough to finish it off. The mech does not have his anti-vehicle weapon. He could have teleported after it there and maybe finished it off if he did. 220 to 428, big VP lead for the Eldar. They've been much more aggressive than I would have thought. They've really got in there with the Banshees, and the Farseer has gone kind of full kill stuff mode. Wraithlord lives. Not sure what this Autarch is trying to do. Tie things up, I guess, but the Wraithlord is safe now, so you need to get out of there. Double Falcons moving in. One of them's very low hit points though. Autarch tying up the looters. Trying to get them out of there, but Ortak's going to go down if she's not careful. Down goes that Falcon. Double tank busters here. Really bad news. And they got them both. Wow, big misplay from Kung Fu Panda. Might have been hard for him to spot the tank busters in amongst the massive infantry there. There's a Psychic Storm. That is nasty on a big group of Orks. Look at the damage from it. Suppression as well. Now the Warboss is caught in it. Ortak dropped in absolute mayhem here. 207-416. Warboss might go down if he's focused. He's retreating. He's going to go down. Wraithlord has found him floating in midair because of the gravity blade. Ortak jumping around. So they lost 2 Falcons, but they were able to push through with the might of the Wraithlords and the Farseer in there mixing up again. She's now in retreat. Stormboy jump going after this last Falcon. No, they're attacking the Dire Avengers, I think. Here's some more Stormboys though. These are Adilas and they got a heavy melee headbutt in there. Bomber Boys trying desperately to finish off the Falcon. Couldn't quite do it. 207-388. It has calmed down finally. And this west side is blue. Look at the amount of Orks. Some Rangers capping over here. This power still hasn't been rebuilt. Uncle Wire's floating tons of power though, since all he got in tier 2 were tank busters. You need to go tier 3, buddy. Or something. Guess he's just been so caught up in the fights, one after the other. Some double Dire Avengers out late game for VanguardVinci to help repair up his vehicles, I guess. And chuck some grenades maybe later on. Uncle Ward does go tier 3. Hammerhead and Adila already there, as is Kung Fu Panda. Seer Council on the way. Looks like Crog is going to be the last player to go tier 3. Kicking off here towards the centre. I think Eldar were trying to get in. Attack from another angle towards the west. But they got caught by a whole pile of greenskins. Ortak should be okay. Stormboys are starting to be a real threat here. Still level 1 as well. But they're getting in amongst the Eldar, disrupting what they want to do, and down goes the Wraithlord. Tank Buster's doing a really good job. Looted tank now for Hammerhead. Orks starting to grow in power, I feel like. Taking out big targets. Down goes that Falcon. And the Wraithlord might be chased down here. Can the Stormboys jump after it? There's a bomb. I think they actually hit themselves with their own Bomber Boy. Ortak just trying to disrupt. I think the Wraithlord lived. It did. 195345. Blue team need to get VPs going. Oh, Kommando has his rocket launcher now. Also with sneaky infiltration kit and kaboom. Orks now have to fight from the other side. Which is such a mass of stuff. Wraithguard would do so much damage here, but then you have to deal with the Stormboys. Make sure they don't get on them. But they do have a gravity blade to help alleviate that. They're in tier 3, so that probably means they want fire prisms and stuff. But with those tank busters around and now this looted tank, fire prisms might be a bit too fragile. They're pretty slow and don't have much hit points. Farseer getting a revive there up to level 6. And catch my breath. Eldar need to, I think maybe try and attack this from 2 sides. One through here, one through here. Much easier said than done. Not sure how they're going to threaten that tank, really. D-cannon on the way for Kung Fu Panda. Love the Daka from these commandos. Awesome disruption. Nice. I like the usage of these Orks. Every player has one. Need to be careful though. And she does get away. 181-338. Kicking off in the middle again. Seer Council getting stuck in. Dire Avengers getting way too close to Sluggers there. And Seer Council kind of went alone. I think he just wants to keep them away from the natural victory point, Kung Fu Panda. West side was uncapped by some sneaky Dire Avengers. Wraithlord is fully repaired, but it's going to take some serious damage here. Looks like the Orc team, or maybe it's just Uncle Wa, is doing a good job dodging those psychic storms now, looking out for that icon and getting the hell out of there. The Wraithlord going to live again. That's a Bright Lance there. Oh, it was a Bright Lance, now it's nothing. Wraithlord survives. You need to run away. That was shoot 'em good again. Stunning that Autarch. Heavy armor is up. And boss pole. I like this Warboss play. He's very, very tough, so you can't really focus him down quickly because of the heavy armor. He's doing some annoying things with that and supporting with the boss pole. 178 to 336. Sneaky Kommando getting a decap over there. Well, the rest of Adila's forces draw the wrath of this Seer Council. Are Sluggers happy to go in? They are happy to go in. Warlock is there also, so they're going to get owned, I think. Down goes the Knob Leader, and that was a very nasty Ethereal Slash. Wow. Somehow they live. No, they don't. The Warlock kills them. Adila, I think, not paying attention to his Sluggers there at all. They did get some Ard Boys support from Uncle Wa, but it wasn't enough. He got a decap though. Level 6 Commando. Adila now down to 3 units. Double looted tanks here for Hammerhead. And a Knob Squad hits the field from Uncle Wa. Elite tier 3 infantry can go toe to toe with anything in the game. Would happily fight the Wraithlord. And they are fully upgraded as well, which makes them super expensive. 178 to 268. We've seen Eldar struggle with this kind of situation before. Unable to hit armies head on effectively. Down goes the Wraithlord. And kind of relying on their Eldritch Storms and their fancy abilities, which aren't always easy to pull off how you'd like. Here's a looted tank on the way for Adila. VanguardVinci with a Fire Prism into a D-Cannon. Fire Prisms all round, in fact. Very useful for stopping caps. These Commandos they do have their Knob Leader with a rocket launcher, but they are persuaded to leave that. I'm not sure I agree with this Seer Council purchase. We'll see how they do. They are level 2 already, so have done some work. I guess they're there to draw fire. We have a line of Orks there with 2 tanks. Tons of shootiness. And a Knob Squad lurking in the back as well. Just in case I'm going to try tie them up. Uh-oh, Warlock is super pissed off. Providence is going on. We've got Warp Throw and the Witchblade of Kurnus. The angry Space Elf build. Looted tanks on the prowl. I need to deal with them, Eldar. No real dedicated anti-vehicle. I suppose the Fire Prisms. But they don't really want to fight them 1v1. Boom. Singularity is doing some work. Took a lot of health off the Knob Squad there. And there's another Singularity, I think. Yes. Smash. Another couple of them, in fact. There are 4 D-Cannons on the field. They could have a large impact here. Warboss taking a lot of damage. He's level 6, though. Someone went down trying to cap it. It was the Warlock. Almost level 6 himself. Looted tanks are all upgraded, are they? Yes, they are. And I still don't see any specific effort to go after them. There's no Fire Dragons. No Bright Lances. No Wraith Guard that will do a decent job. Especially buff the Wraith Guard from the Farseer or something. Autarch doesn't have a fusion gun either. Crog could get that going. We'll see how they plan to deal with these looted tanks. An uncapped contested VP here. Hard to cap it when there's 3 D-Cannons sitting here. 4 in fact. This guy's facing the wrong way. 178 to 228. Tank Buster Barrage doesn't hit, but his Fire Prism is staying right out in the open in front of Tank Busters, and it's gonna go down. That was a big misplay from Vanguard. 178 to 222. Single cap here for the Orks. More Fire Prisms in the field. Avatar of Cain hitting the field for Kung Fu Panda. There's an Eldritch. That's one way to deal with looted tanks. Drop your nuke on them, and that's one down there. Orcs trying to push towards the VP. They want to cap this thing, but that was a nasty singularity again. They've used them well. Some more of them. You're in for a bad time, Commandos. Ouch. Even on retreat, or they were almost wiped out there. And Autark comes in to do so. Nicely done. That was Krog's Autark, I think. Yes, she's level 3 and no weapon upgrade. 178 to 196 on the VP's double cap. They've stolen Red Team's natural. Adila's going to be on this for the rest of the game, I think. Just constantly harassing it, and the Eldar need to do the same thing. They can't ignore Blue Team's natural. It's hard to keep forces everywhere, but you've got to when the VPs are this close and the armies are this big. Avatar of Cain is on the field now. Where is it heading? To the VP right now, I think. Oh, the Kommando switched to his special shooter, which is an Orky shotgun. Every bit as fun as that sounds. That's his kaboom. Looted tank dealt with. What happened? Was it the Fire Prism? I don't know. Just saw it blow up. It might have just been Orky engineering. Oh, Shimmer Orb up from the Warp Spider, going to help him cap. Who's that down over there? It's the Farseer. Level 9 Farseer, wow. 178 to 151. He's going to get a decap. He's got a decap. He's going for a cap right now. And now teleports away. He's got the Entangling Web too. Good way to help deal with the Nob Squad. How long does it last? 7 seconds. Can do a lot of damage in 7 seconds in Dawn of War 2. Especially in a team game where there might be 3 players focusing on your Nob Squad. Orcs on the prowl in the background. Are they going to come west side? Warp Spider getting disrupted all over the place. Farseer is back to her feet though. Level 7 Warp Spider. Where is the Warlock? He's over here, alongside his avatar. Very powerful offensive abilities on this guy, and a very nice passive buff around him too. Nobody can get on this VP. 178 to 150. Even a Nob Squad are struggling to make an impact here because they're getting thrown around all over the place. There's 4 Fire Prisms and 3 D Cannons. The Nob Squad are not going to get in there, I don't think. Oh no, sound bug, no! This sucks. From who? VanguardVinci. That might mean that they crash and we're going to be down to a 3v2 game with the AI taking over, which sucks, but hey, it happens. 178 to 116, double cap here for the Orks. Having taken the Red Team's natural, they've done this a few times, and I think they've got to keep something here permanently. Maybe some Rangers in the background and some kind of melee squad, ideally. Maybe the Seer Council. There's one level 4 Seer Council for Kung Fu Panda here. Might need to run away though, fellas. There you go. And some fresh Seer Council from Krog. Eldar have it, the 2 to 1. And Orks got kind of wrecked by all of these AoE stuff over here. These Fire Prisms have done a pretty fantastic job keeping the VP clear. Keeping those Nobs at bay as well. They're still level 1, these guys. Nobs on the way now for Hammerhead. Do they have... They still have one squad of tank busters. But they need a hell of a lot more than that to deal with all these Fire Prisms. That was an auto that just got shot to little pieces. Looks like Uncle War is going mid and pushing mid I guess he wants everyone to go there. Avatar's hanging out though. Stun bomb goes in. And stunned those Dire Avengers. He is now capping under infiltration. Ethereal Slash takes care of that. And there's the Avatar as well to do big chunks of damage. 136 to 100. Double rocks over here. Takes care of one of the fire prisons. And some other stuff was obliterated as well, I think. Some infantry. Down goes the Farseer. That's going to be a nasty Wailing Doom. Ouch. Orks desperately trying to hold on. Second Nob squad is up, this time from Hammerhead. Getting there meaner and greener. I hear an Eldritch. It's over there. Was aiming for the looted tank, I think, but it successfully dodged the Eldritch. And now this fire prism is getting way too close to this thing. They need to retake their natural. There we go. Can they deal with this looted tank? The Avatar is there to take a swing. Didn't even need to, I don't think. Down it goes. Mekboy now has his beam of death gun and just took care of that fire prism. This one is very low. They've been tearing through them, the Orks. There's still 3 on the field though. 4 in fact. A new one just came out from Krog. Eldar trying to take the... Oh, but there's a Nob squad there. With Frenzy up. Fire prism disrupting everything. Avatar, you going to join in? There we go. Oh, Wailing Doom, get away from there. Seer Council. Can they cap it though? There's another Nob squad. The Warlock has gone ballistic. Providence into Ethereal Slash over and over and over again. Avatar taking a lot of damage now. Might want to march back to base. And what is this? It's some very brave commandos trying to cap, but there's a Seer Council there to rip them apart. 117 to 77. A late game Falcon coming out from Vanguard, who may or may not be controlled by AI right now. Seer Council jumping in. Under 100 VPs is not the best place to be, but they've got the upper hand in terms of armies. And they're getting a decap on blue team's natural hit. There's the double. Double makes a big difference over a 2-to-1. So Krog is confident of victory here. Seer Council versus Nob Squad. It's not a good fight for them when they're low on health already. And that was a battery pack heal, I think. Yes, it was. Are they going to get away? I'm not sure why they took that fight. I guess because it's controlled by AI, maybe. VanguardVinci over there. D cannon is done for. 70 to 77. Double cap here. Trying to keep a little bit of pressure on the VP, but it is going to get capped here. All go top, says Uncle WAAAGH. By top, I think he means the center VP here. The natural, I think. Guardian weapon team on the way for VanguardVinci. And there's that Falcon. Might be a good choice by what could be the AI here. There's support in the field late game. Banshee's getting torn apart. That's a very nasty Eldritch. Holy crap. Orc bodies. That's a pretty nice rocks though. Took care of 2 fire prisms. Wow. This one still needs repairs over here. This guy's switching back to his beamy death gun. That's a dead fire prism, I think, if you're going to set up in time. Boom. I hear another Eldritch. A crazy end to the game. But more Orks dying. And another Eldritch. GG, says Uncle WAAAGH. Just throwing them out. Throwing them out there like Hormagaunts. GG all around. It was a good game. Absolute mayhem. It felt like the Eldar kind of got into their inner orc and just went a bit mental, started fights. Were not afraid to brawl with the Orks here, and they came out on top, I think, because of the crazy setup they had on the west side with the multiple D cannons, multiple fire prisms. Did some serious work alongside Eldritches and stuff. Look at the state of the terrain over here. Orks littering the ground. It was painful. End of the game, we had a level 8 Warboss. Did really well in the early to mid game with this build. Maybe fell off a little bit late game. Was hard to see him doing work. Mekboy level 9 and down at the end. A level 6 Kommando, who apparently doesn't have a ranged weapon equipped. What's going on here? Just a UI bug, I guess. Level 10 Warlock. Witchblade of Kurnus, Providence and Warp Throw. Level 10 Farseer, Doombringer at the end. And a level 9 Warp Spider. With those power blades. Some powerful heroes in this game. And despite VanguardVinci perhaps dropping, his team won. Eldar beating the Orks. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.